Alrighty then. Hey guys, what's up? Hope y'all had a nice weekend this weekend. I think we got three people in right now, so we're gonna wait at least a few more minutes to see if some more people show up. I know ATC's here. Leto, you're here. Kind of chatting while we're waiting. Um, Dave's here. Hey, Dave. Dave Marks is in the house. Hey, oh Mike, I see you. Yep, you do. And Woody's here too. Howdy, y'all. Like from the People's Republic of California. Here's Mike. Hey, Dave and Woody. Let's see. Woody, Leto, ATC, Backgoat's here. Evening, gents. You know, my thing is saying still only just three people, but I think we got more than that by now, or we should have more than that by now. Say we're up to like what about five or six right now? We should be, anyways. But YouTube's being stupid as always, right? And thank you guys for the likes and shares. I see those are going up as well. It helps with the does help with the algorithm, helps get the word out. Hey Bat Goat, how are you? How are y'all? Action! Toys! Channel! Action! Toys! Channel! What would Woody do back in 62? Driving fancy cars, drinking in the bars, playing all the games, picking up the dames. What would Woody do? What would Woody do? Back go da 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 da. Back go da 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 da. Back go da 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 da. Back go da 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 da. Back go, back go, back go. Da 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 da. I'm good. Hope you as well. Yep. Action. I wanted to tell you here. If you use a Minds token to boost a post with those gun parts, I have little doubt it would get a lot of legitimate engagement. Shared you on my Twitter. Yep. Thank you. That does help. After all, it does help in terms of getting the word out and getting getting more engagement. So I really do appreciate it, guys. Let's see. So I think we got four or five. So let's see. We got Leto, Dave, Batgoat, Woody, ATC, and myself. So we actually I think have six people in here, even though it's only showing four. So, but screwy. So with most of you here, I haven't seen Solid yet, or and we know Anonymity will probably be coming in later. So let's see where are we at under 412. So maybe tonight we'll get started right off. Roll call, laugh out loud. Yeah, yeah. So with most of you here already, we'll probably start. We'll probably get going here at the 5 minute mark. Um, so I guess I can probably go into here, present, yo. Yeah. Excuse me just for one quick moment, guys. I'll be right back. All right, so let's see. Woody Leto. I guess I'm only one here old enough to remember the Musketeers roll call. Um, well, when it was actually probably happening, yeah, Woody. But as I recall, I believe in the '80s there, um, I think on Disney Channel they were actually rerunning those older Musketeer, Mickey Mouse Club episodes, the old ones with Annette Funicello. So, anyways, so we're kind of at the 5. Well, actually, we're past the 6 minute mark. So, anyways, and with majority of you here, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what's on tap for tonight. So I got 6 stories tonight to go through. 3 that are comics related, 2 that are anime related, and 1 that's pro wrestling related. Um, among the stories, including former Marvel editor Roy Thomas sharing his feelings on outsiders trying to get involved in comics who aren't fans. Um, Ethan Van Sciver reacting to Brian Michael Bendis's decision to change Black Adam's name. That's a story that I picked up on that I'll probably be looking at. Um, of course, this week's I guess indie comics update from Bounding into Comics. Also, there's some Toonami news, as well as an article from I guess based on Baruto, about Hokage, kind of a profile piece, and then we'll probably be ending the main news segment of the night with the passing of a former WCW World Tag Team Champion, former WWF Superstar. So let's see what you guys have said in the last couple of minutes here as I've been going through all that. Let's see. Laugh out loud. Hey everyone, I accidentally muted the computer. Oh yeah, now we've got 5 people. At least it's saying we got 5 people. I remember a pre-convoy brief one time when they called Doc Stone. I yelled banana hammock. The gunny was not impressed, but Corman could get away with stuff like that. Laugh out loud. Um, Mike is a Mike is a sure you did toys. Laugh out loud. Smooth action. Um, I mean, sure you did toys. Laugh out loud. Let's see. Okay, I don't know what that emoji means. Also, I wanted to say Mike is a human wiki page. Maybe. Well, I mean, I do use wiki for a lot of things. I do use wiki to, at least just have a remind. Obviously, I mean, it'd be very difficult to really continuously maintain a whole bunch of information in your head. After a while, you start getting headaches and you're trying to jam that much information into stuff. So, how about that, guys? I'm making a lipo peg box for a guy for airsoft. Laugh out loud. Interesting. Okay. So with that all being said, and of course I've just went. Oh yeah, also I'm just reminded something that I want to ask. So hey Dave, I know you'd asked, and I gave you the link to that comics page. Did you take the time to look up some of the comics that are on there, or part of me wants to say Britney Spears was a Musketeer. I think she was. I think when they brought back the '80s version or the late '80s version, she actually was a Musketeer. I like finding BS wiki entries. It's easy to do, especially when it's some bleep wipe wannabe professor. Hey, Peg, what? Sorry for the swearing, Mike. That's all right. I know we can get riled up a bit. But anyways, yeah, Dave, did you happen to take a look at that comments page? Um, did you find anything interesting there yet? Or wow, we're up to 7 people now. Cool. Hey, welcome to those people who just came in. I hope you'll enjoy the content. We are about to get to the new stuff in a moment. I'm just asking one of the guys here about something. I'm just waiting for them to import to process on here. Anyways, okay. Let's see. It's a testosterone in here. Go. Christine Aguilera was a Musketeer too, or Jessica Simpson. There were a few of them, I think, when they brought it back in the late 80s, early 90s. Yep. Brittany, Justin, Timberlake, Christina, and Ryan Gosling. Yeah. When they brought it back, I think in the late 80s, early 90s, yeah, I think that was the case. Grrr. I read through some issues of G.I. Jane left. Well, I wasn't aware that G.I. Jane would. I thought G.I. Jane came later, and those would have been JT. That's right. Um, laugh out loud. All right. So, anyways, let's get to why we're here, and that's to get into some niche news here. Huh? Let's see now. I did see some. I guess some more comments come up here. Might correct me a lot. uh, R.I.P. Woody. Uh, all of us Woody. Uh, okay then. You guys are a lively bunch tonight, so let's get into the stories tonight here. Okay. I don't know, Mike. My intention had been to look for some meme-worthy images. Can't rush art. Yeah, but going back to those, I mean, on that particular site, Comics Book Plus, Dave, a lot of those are comics from like the 30s and the 40s. So I don't know if there's much meme material there because that's some pretty like old stuff there. Drink memes, dank memes are a gift from God. All right. So, anyways, let's get going here on this. Get going here. We have 6 people. That's cool. Glad to see that. So let's go ahead and go through. Okay, man. You guys are really up tonight, aren't you? Those are the best ones. Laugh out loud. The unexpected images. Okay, you guys are a lively bunch tonight. Okay, so let's get to this. Former Marvel editor Roy Thomas shares feelings towards outsiders who enter comics but are not fans. It's from J.B. Augustine from Bounding into Comics here. So let's take a look at this. Legendary comic writer, Marvel editor, and creator Roy Thomas has a lot to say the creators he's encountered during his decades long career, has a lot to say. I guess supposed to be. So, legendary comic writer, Marvel editor, and creator Roy Thomas has a lot to say about. I think the word about should have been put in there about the creators he's encountered during his decades long career, particularly those who enter the industry without being comic book fans themselves. In a recent interview with Fragaboom podcast, Thomas discussed what he believes separates genuine comic creatives from outsiders who enter the business after spending time in another industry or medium, such as Hollywood or novel writing. Ah, okay. Let's see what he has to say there, but let's see if you guys are saying anything of interest. Let's see. Rock on, Mike. I'm shutting. Uh, the imagery of the 20s to 40s comic are ripe for meme editing. Um, Same. I'm a zip it. Dave, I saw your Minds account recommended to me. Fragaboom at. Um, it's a great place, Leto. You earn any coin. I don't know. I'm new there. Okay, so anyways, on to the article here. Of the people who dabble in comics but direct films and write best-selling novels, Thomas said, "Sometimes I want to go for those people's damn throats because they may be good writers. They may even write good comic books. Nothing against them, but I don't think there's something automatically superior about somebody simply because he comes in from having written and drawn some other field." He added, "Is an illustrator out of another field better when he comes into comics than a good comic book artist?" Has some interesting questions here. Um, is there any proof that these New York Times bestselling authors would have made up Wolverine, Spider Man, a lot of the characters, fanboy types um, made up? I don't think so. Well, what do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of what he's saying right there? And I'll be right back. I got to go off camera here for a moment. All right, I'm back here. Earned 1 coin today. Set up your wallet at Leto Enchanted. They pay you in their Disneyland money to do what you do already. You'll see some instructions pinned on my page. Oh, let's see. I'll check more into it after the stream then. I figure it if he was on Dan's show, he's gotta be an alright dude. Hmm, more. What he's saying makes sense. Yeah. I hope the teacher doesn't call on me. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Anyways, I'll be right back, guys. Laugh out loud, Dave. All right. Well, anyways, well, Dave, we've been talking about Roy Thomas's comments here, um, on this show that he did, the interview he did in regards to people come in from other media, get into comics who he doesn't feel are like real fans or legit fans. Um, he also doesn't think they would have created the comic industry as we know it today. Admitted he is comfortable with the term fanboy. To him, it isn't a term of derision, but rather a term of that perfectly fits fits the likes of himself, Marv Wolfman, and others who entered comics as fans and moved up the ranks. Yeah, I don't know if I'd mentioned this to you guys before. There was an interesting story about Marv Wolfman, in regards to the whole Comics Code Authority. Um, so one of the things that they banned in the comics after establishing the Comics Code Authority were some of the fictional monsters, werewolves being one of them. And so what they did was in one of the stories, they kind of had a wolf man who was acting as a narrator or something like that, and to try to get around it. And apparently they said, well, no, that's the guy's actual name, Marv Wolfman. So there was a bit of a thing on that. So, Dan, which Dan again? Dan Fraga, friend of EVS, all around good dude. Yeah, I heard of him. Oh yeah, the bunny guy. The bunny guy, exactly. I like him on Ricada stream. He likes the herb like me and Anna. Um, I think if tourists are tourists, they won't succeed. That also does, I think, depend in part on like, but yeah, I think I kind of get what Roy's saying there. If you have a real strong interest in what you're doing, if you're just doing it thinking you can just pop in, as if without no understanding or knowledge of what you're doing, then you're gonna probably fall flat on your face. Thomas was editor in chief at Marvel, succeeding Stan Lee, but he worked at DC too under top editors Mort Weisinger and Julius Schwartz. Dealing with each as a boss was different, but he recalled normally butting heads with them, particularly at DC. And then here's a Shazam! Billy Batson right there as Captain Marvel. Thomas calling Whitesinger a sadistic SOB confirmed a legend that the crusty EIC had fired him, for being a spy. On the day he gave his 2 weeks' notice, intent on taking a job at Marvel, but willing to stick around, Thomas was told to get out by a glaring Weisinger. According to Thomas, Weisinger despised comics and himself for being in it. Despite the money he was making, oh my goodness, he longed for his days as an editor of pulp magazines, a medium that he saw as a more upper class. Yeah, you're making good money and you're just dumping on the thing that's making you money. Doesn't that sound like today's SJWs, guys? Huh? Doesn't that sound like today's SJWs? Let's dump. Let's just dump on these people. Hey, you got to learn somehow by failing sometimes. I've still been wanting to see the Shazam movie. Spy, laugh out loud. Shazam was the only fun DC movie. Yeah, I don't. And guys, let me just point something out to you too. Um, Shazam, aka DC's Captain Marvel, actually originated from Fawcett Comics back in 1940. Billy Batson Captain Marvel made his comic debut in February of 1940 in Wiz Comics from Fawcett Comics. So yeah, it looks great. Excuse me for one more moment, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, so moving on to the next portion of the Weisinger didn't have any ambition to make comics better, said Thomas. I was more interested in milking them of their worth. However, Thomas did give credit where credit is due, admitted that Weisinger did come up with memorable aspects of Superman's lore, such as the varying effects of the differing shades of kryptonite. Still, not having respect for the field he was in, or even himself, says Thomas, Weisinger often tormented Superman creator Jerry Siegel and Captain Marvel creator Otto Binder by um, denigrating their work and scripts. Among his favorite tactics was using a sign he hung in the back of the office to constantly remind them that they wrote for 8-year-olds and passing scripts of theirs he rejected to other writers the following day. That cannot have been fun. That cannot have been fun to deal with. Sounds like Weisinger's a bit of an ass. Excuse my French. Infamous. That's what her name was. Lauren is the perfect example of a comic tourist who had no place being there and hated the people who were already making comics. Hmm. She's an argument for gatekeeping being a good thing. Yeah. And has anybody even heard from or of Infamous in a while? I haven't. Has anybody even heard from her or heard about her or anything like that? Not that I really care, but since Dave brought it up, Dave brought her up. Figured yeah, nobody. I haven't heard anybody say anything about her in a while. So, okay. Thomas recounted DC editors often thought God anointed them and that Mort Weisinger was the worst. He reduced Thomas to tears at times, but the afflicted junior editor and writer recalled that he was determined to hold on because he wanted to work in comics. Weisinger sounds like a real peach, doesn't he? Mort Weisinger sounds like a real peach to work for, doesn't he? Let's see. And Francas say Derriere. Okay, I don't. I know that's French. I'm not exactly sure. I guess the in front, Kai or whatever is in French, but I read an article about how expensive her Amber girls can be. Hmm. Okay. The difference between Weisinger and Stan Lee as a boss was night and day. Thomas recalled Lee was positive and he was enthusiastic, with Thomas noting that the two had a good relationship. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know. Did you guys see Flash's video? I think it was yesterday about Lee. Now that of course he's dead, now you got all these SJWs trying to just trash on him. Now that he's been gone for like the last few years here. Did you guys? I don't know if any of you saw that video that Flash did on Stan Lee. Um, Flash was like really going off on some of the people for just dumping all over Lee like that. There she blows. Well, internet assholes equals most people on Twitter. Yep. Not you guys. I'm not even on Twitter anymore, so because I got on Twitter over a year ago, over a year ago because I got tired of dealing with the assholes. Had better thing to do with myself than deal with assholes all day. Regular people don't kick them when they're down. Them read. I'm not on Twitter or Facebook at all anymore. Let's see. Oh, Thomas would then reveal what may come as a shock to many that he and Lee didn't always agree. In his mind, Lee would have done something else outside of comics if he could have. He believes Lee's experience in the Depression, shared by several Golden Age comic pros, made him grateful to have a job, one he stuck with and made a phenomenon. So you guys see Stan Lee on the right there, and I think that's Roy Thomas on the left. 75 years of Marvel. So if I had to guess then, since I know that Marvel started 39 as Timely Comics, meant what, 2014? Obviously, Thomas stuck with comics too, which he admitted was because he didn't want to go back to his old job as a teacher. He also admitted that he didn't have a plan other than to follow the words of author and scholar Joseph Campbell and chase his bliss. Interesting saying there. But don't think for a minute that Roy Thomas veers far from Chuck Dixon's opinion of Campbell's mentality or formula. He made it clear he doesn't use templates. One person tried to give me a template for how to do the stories at his company, and I just sent it back to him. He said, I just said to him, I'm not going to do it this way, with beats in designated places, because I don't think that way. I just do a story and I'm good. It'll have these beats. There's a cover of an Avengers comics right here. It's in the corner there. I guess Wasp, Ant Man, Hawkeye, and can't see who the darkened figure is. Behold the vision. What do you make of Thomas' opinion? Let us know your thoughts on social media in the comments below. Well, we had already talked about that. I know you guys did give some of your opinions on what he was saying earlier in the article. Because I'd asked for that earlier. So I don't use Facebook or I guess there were a few others that I missed this before. Okay, so laugh out loud. I don't use Facebook or Twitter, but have my idle accounts doing nothing. Laugh out loud. As I said, I'm off Twitter. I still am on Facebook, but I don't really engage too much. I mean, I share my videos, I play the games. That's about it for the most part. I really hardly engage beyond that. I still love my Twitter. I got my commissions in from there. They look, um, they look great. Twitter is good for art payment. Um, that's cool, Letta. Okay, that's better. Um, had to clear the cache. I was buffering so hard. All right. Black Panther. My opinion is keep an eye on the Taurus. Okay, so anyways, so with that being said, um, let's go on to get ready to go on to the next article here. Of course, the next article we're going to talk about is Uncle Ethan's response to Brian Michael Bendis changing the name of Black Adam. What's going on here? Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for at the time. Okay, so like 38 minutes, almost 39 minutes, I guess. I guess we're making some good time there, it looks like. So here's the next article then. Brian Michael Bendis changes Black Adam's name. Ethan Van Sciver reacts. See what Uncle Ethan has to say about Mr. Bendis, or rather, Mr. Bendover. Ha ha ha. You guys catch that? Called the guy Mr. Bendover. Brian Michael Bendover. Uh, had to clear cache. I was okay. We already saw that part. You name it to Black Eve. Ethan Van Sciver. I did. Good one, Mike. So let's take a look at what's going on here. DC, in a move sure to divide fandom, as if it hasn't already, is changing the name of Black Adam to awkwardly suit the traditional acronyms of Captain Marvel. As noted by Bleeding Cool, Black Adam's name will become Shazadam. What? Shazadam. Oh my. Shazadam. Okay. Okay. Wonder what that stands for. Um, as of Justice League number 59, and that's no joke. The issue is an entry in DC's Infinite Frontier saga, which will see Adam. Oh, Shaz Adam. Oh, I get it now. Oh, brother. The issue is an entry in. Okay, we already read that part. See, Adam, whatever you want to call him, becomes the new leader of the league. It's written by Brian Michael Bendis, Brian Michael Bendover, the same guy who brought the villain from Superman 4, Nuclear Man, played by Mark Pillow. Oh, what a name, Mark. Okay. Into mainline Superman books. And the name Shazam is his idea. Former DC artist Ethan Van Sciver discussed this development on a recent live stream, describing it sarcastically as another of Bendis' poisonously quirky ideas affixed to the publisher's history of cringe. Here's the problem, said Van Sciver. Addressing the issue of what Shazam stands for. What does Shazadam stand for? Now they got to come up with it with the D. What does D stand for? Devil. And another A. He added in jest. We should change our name to Shaz something. Yeah, because that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. When Captain Marvel was first created back in 1940 by Fawcett, okay, he drew his power from seven deities. Okay, Shazam is an acronym of those deities' names: the wisdom of King Solomon, um, the strength of Hercules, Atlas' endurance, Zeus's power, Achilles' courage, and Mercury's speed. Now, granted, majority, with the exception of Solomon, all those are from Greek mythos. Solomon, of course, from Jewish mythos. The wisdom of King Solomon. Um, he added in. Okay. Ancient Egyptian Teth Adam took the name Black Adam in 1945 when he was introduced by Captain Marvel creators Otto Binder and C.C. Beck. And you have kind of a and this is kind of a scene with Doctor Sivana and Black Adam, of course, two of Captain Marvel, Billy Batson, Captain Marvel's arch enemies here. I threatened to destroy Boston unless I was acknowledged as rightful ruler of the universe. That's why I revived you to help me. Right, rightful ruler of the universe. I like that title. So I think I'll take it after I wreck the city. Ground, ground, what an ingrate. Uh, he's been known by the name ever since, and it's what Warner Brothers is calling his upcoming DCEU movie that still has yet to enter full fledged production. Okay, I'll be right back real quick. Shazza, that stupid waka waka. Yeah. Humble frog merchant, Ethan Van Sciver. It's 2021 and we can't say black anymore. Fook me. George Carlin would have a field day. Probably would. Got 7 people in here now. Good. Well, welcome, seventh person. I hope you find the content entertaining. Bendis comes home and sees significant other in bed with another man. Who is that? Oh, that's Chad Adam. GD, Leto. Yeah, the 7 person went bye bye. Well, I got a vivid imagination. It wanders, laugh out loud. Anyways, back to the article here. Therefore, it's strange the comics division is allowing this editorial decision. If it lasts, let alone affects the film starring Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, um, remains to be seen. Black Adam's leadership of Justice League is also noteworthy, though it's hardly as strange conceptually considering he has already led the Justice Society. Focusing on Justice League Bendis' writing, Van Sciver pointed out the group has 9 individuals and 4 of them are women, trying to basically diversify the group, I guess. That makes this team split evenly along gender lines when it used to be mostly guys and 1 or 2 chicks, said Van Sciver. But adding it's important now to evenly distribute, even though most of these characters aren't in the Justice League. Um, Bendis has cryptically reacted on Twitter to the reports of Black Adam's new name. In a subtweet that seems directed at BC, he implies the story is a rumor as well as stupid. Rumors are stupid. IGN and CBR both reported the change to Shazadam is not happening. But BC, I guess Bleeding Cool, fired back with panels of the issue of JL. Screen grabs were taken and posted on social media, and they clearly show innocent bystanders referring to Black Adam by his new moniker. And what these people, and I think one of the people tend to forget too, the reason we called Black Adam wasn't had nothing to do with him whether or not he was black. It was black is also, you know, black is also another term for like, dark, like the dark side of one's soul. You know, people who are looked at as being evil or dark, also called black. Okay, it has nothing to do with their skin color. But of course, with it being 2021, as people pointed out, that's how dumb people really are. Not understanding the relationship between light and dark. Um, Evil, yes. Uh, Uncle E says chicks in an interview don't ever change Caesar. Excuse me for a moment, guys. I'll be right back. Let's see, we're already up to 50 minutes. Cool. Making some good time. BC also points out neither Bendis nor DC has come forward to say the story is outright false. How does Black Adam's new name register with you? be sure to tell us what you think of him leading the Justice League. Well, do you guys have any more comments on that one? Before we move on to the next article? You guys have anything you want to say about that? The chicks that try to change comics should eat a Caesar salad for once. Oh boy. Ah, laugh out loud, true. How about here's the bottom? Ah, screw Ben. Screw Ben. That is all. Be careful saying that around him. Be careful. Be careful, Dave, of saying that around Mister Bendover because he's liable to take you seriously. Uh, they tend to be a little girthy. No, we up to date. Screw Bendy. How about loud Woody? All right, then. So, with that, let's get ready to move on to the next article here. And of course, this is, I guess, a feature that they were gonna. This writer was gonna started last Monday. I guess he's got some more here. 5 indie comics that look worth your money. Remember, this guy did kind of this thing last week too. The 5 indie comics weekly column is back. In our inaugural column, I recommended Graham Nolan's Alien Alamo, John Del Arroz and Felsberg Formosa's AI Wars, Mike S. Miller, Mike Barron, and Matthew Weldon's Monster Hunt, Let's Get Crackin', Chad Larson and Kanan White's Death Shroud, and Billy Tucci, Steve Peros, and Gardinio Lima Haikyo. Shi Haikyo. So let's see what they got for this week. As noted in the first article of the column, the purpose of this column is to shine a light on some independent projects that look top notch all around, from the story to the art. The books are not ranked in any particular order, but are simply a list of 5 independent books that are currently available to purchase now or are being crowdfunded on various platforms. So let's get into it. All right. Um, so here you go, guys. So here's the first one, The Phantom Phoenix. Take a look at the picture right there. The Phantom Phoenix. Guy with a suit, with a mask, fedora, gun, and money. The Phantom Phoenix is written by Philip Kozlowski and art by Michael Lavoie and colors by J. David Ramos. The story follows the Phantom Phoenix, aka Martin Claver, a World War I fighter pilot who suffered a leg injury during the war. Here's how the story is officially pitched. Set in Chicago during the 1920s, Martin struggles to find his place in the world. He suffered a debilitating leg injury as a fighter pilot in World War I and is rejected by society. Without the support of family or the ability to work, Martin is a homeless veteran roaming the streets of Chicago, living off of scraps of food he finds. That is until he rises from the ashes. Through a series of unlikely events, Martin discovers that his knowledge of the streets can actually help the country he fought to defend. Working in the shadows as if he was a Phantom, he encounters criminals and crime scenes, giving the police the hints and clues they need to clean up the streets of Chicago. Sounds like somebody who they should send out now, huh? What we hear about Chicago all the time. Solid's in the house. Solid. Solid as a rock. That's why you notice I am here. Yes, you are. Hello, Enchanted. Sent you a coin. You may not get it until your wallet is set up. Use it widely. Boosted good post. Um, Solid. Good to see you. Solid. Nice, Dave. Cool. Cool. Thanks, Dave. I saw you sent super chats to Yellow Flashes Saturdays. Yes, I did. You know, I did. I sent the first one I sent was in regards to what they were talking about, and I also sent some like little history tidbits to try to spark some interest. Are you on Mine's Bat Goat? I'm not. Hi. Well, hello, the Fox in 2020. Welcome to the stream. Hope you'll enjoy the content. Where this is a nightly time we get together to talk neat stuff, which includes anime, cartoons, comics, manga, pro wrestling. So hopefully you'll stick around, check out what we're talking about, and I hope everybody will make you feel welcome, guys. Say hello to the Fox Den 2020 here. Let's make them feel welcome. It's my favorite social media. Welcome to Fox Den. My back hello Fox Den. Comics, anime, and wrestling geeks here. Hope you like. Yeah, we're going through an article right now on some independent comics that I guess are being crowdfunded right now. One we're talking about here is what is it? The Phantom. Oh, the Phantom Phoenix is what this one is called. Said in 1920. So I'll continue. I'll continue with the article here. That said, despite his difficult situation, he wants to help the police and bring criminals to justice. Martin is aided in his pursuit for justice by a Polish priest named Father Carol, um, who gives Martin sanctuary in his church basement, establishing a base of operations for his detective work um, and tinkering on new inventions. Gosh. If the book reaches full funding, it will be 20 pages long, fully colored. It is available to back on Voyage Comics. So let's look back over the. What do you guys think of the artwork here? The artwork looks pretty interesting. What did you guys think of that one? All right. Post note. Okay, well, actually, there's a. Let's see. There seems to be a few. Okay, I did read that one. We be nerds, yar. Sadly, I don't think Flash and his crew weren't into. Yeah, I figured. Well, I figured that. I think Tug might have been, but you know, I think Flash is a bit. He may know some of the stuff already, but you never know. Just sometimes you just have to like pitch it in. Hey Fox in 2020, how you doing? And welcome to the hen house. Uh, Yar. Post notifications. Sorry about autocorrect. No apology necessary. Oh, we're glad you're here, Foxman. Hopefully, I like the art. Yeah. Yeah, so, anyways, all right. So the art. See, Mike Barron. That was from last week, Dave. I think. Uh, he was just on a stream. Yeah, that was one of the his comics. One of the comics that they profiled last week. Let me see. Let me go back up the article here for a quick moment. Let's see. I know they did mention that. Yeah, Mike Barron, along with Mike S. Miller and Matthew Weldon's Monster Hunt. Let's get cracking. Kraken, as in the mythological creature. So, anyways, on to the next selection here. Offworlder. I see what you were saying about Mike. So this is another one, I guess, from Mike Barron. Offworlder from Fantastic Comic issue number 1, cover A. Guess one of the variant covers here. Offworlder is written by Mike Barron and artist Jordi Amengol. Here's the official description for the book. 7th century Scotland. Henry Gunn leads his clan in a ferocious battle with Viking invaders, led by the savage Bathgar. Rathgar. Rathgar sees victory finally within his grasp. Gunn and his men, sensing that this may be their last stand, are saved by the approach of 3 unknown ships. The Vikings flee, not sure if the new uninvited guests are friend or foe. Gunn and his men are saved by the fortuitous approach of Princess Sarah of Alexandria. Sarah has been sent on a mission to find a champion, one that she believes will aid her in her time of need. But the gods have an even greater need for for this man, Henry Gunn. And if he allies himself with Sarah and these gods, he will be forever changed. Will Gunn undergo the transformation to something other than human? And at what cost? The fate of the civilization rests on the shoulders of a troubled warrior, husband, and father. What are you willing to sacrifice for all humanity? Here's cover B of the variant covers, huh? This book is available on Etsy, available to purchase on Etsy. So, what do you guys think of this one? And I'll be right. It looks like it looks like we have another person joining us. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see. Looks like we have some. Let's see now. Okay, let's see. Okay, which stream? Um, Engelteen, we love comics on YouTube. Cool. He was shilling his novel work. Okay, he's an all right dude. Dave Marks. let's get kind of caught up here on some of this. Hey there, El. The streams are a great place to chill. Can't blame a person for advertising themselves. Minecrafter boy, hello. I'm a new. Well, hello, Minecrafter boy. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy the content. Hope everybody will make you feel welcome. Thank you for joining us. And if you can like and share the stream so we can get some more people in here, that'd be appreciated. Hello, Minecrafter. Welcome. Hello. I remember those Rathars on Jan Solo's ship. Hey, just got home, going to grab a bite to eat and listen. Hey, and on anonymity, 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 anonymity. Anyways, okay. I don't like magical stories. Okay. Hey there, anonymity. Eat your dinner. I noticed if you make a comment on Yellow Flash video in the first 10 minutes of its posting, Flash will give it a heart. I hadn't noticed too much of that before, but um, I like what the story. I like what the story had text. Hmm. All right. See. Hey, Anon. Evening, gentlemen. That's fair. Mike Barron apparently prefers to write hardboiled detective type stuff, noir type stuff. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, welcome, Minecrafter. Anon, let's hit a bowl. Thank you. You're welcome, and thank you for joining us, Minecrafter boy. I'm down. Let me pack up. And then Roger that. That's a good to go. Commencing in 3. Okay. So, anyways, let's move on to the next part of the article here. Here's an interesting title. Third title here. Rock and Roll Ninja. Rock and Roll Ninja. Wonder what that one's all about. Rock and Roll Ninja comes from creators Richard C. Meyer and Chuck Dixon, with art by Matt Barr. Hmm. I don't think that's a former NFL kicker, by the way. Um, excuse me a moment, guys. I'm gonna have to go off camera for just a quick moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. A few comments here. Bunch of potheads, it's not like I'm jealous or something. Baka. It's rum time. Weird name for a comic. Rock and Roll Ninja. Well, let's see what it's all about here. It's from Richard Meyer and Chuck Dixon. So here's the official description. 1973. Four young MACV SOG soldiers finish up their tour of duty in Vietnam and fly back to USA to start their dream of becoming rock musicians. 1975. After having all of their equipment and vans stolen after a concert, they accept an offer from a colonel they knew in Vietnam for a 6-week security consultant gig in Japan. What could go wrong? They trained some very serious and fit Japanese men in the elite tactics and advanced weaponry that they used as MACV SOG soldiers. As they finishing the consulting gig, they find out they won't be going home ever. The people who they had been training are ninja. 1981. After years of service to the Ninja Clan, the boys finally escape and head back to New York City. They reform the band, but must turn down all record deals and promotion since they have to lie low, so that the Ninja Clan cannot track them down and kill them, or even worse, force them back into the nightmarish life that had already escaped from. They had already escaped from. 1983. Realizing that their big shot is passing them by, the boys created an elaborate plan to lure the Ninja Clan to New York City and pick them off one by one. They do this by splicing in footage of them in ninja garb using secret techniques from their ninja clan into VHS tapes of redubbed ninja movies they were filmed in the that were filmed in the Philippines. But they're not the only people with plans for the Ninja Clan. The Colonel wants to bring Ninja into the modern world and franchise them. Have you guys heard of that one before? Franchising a ninja. Uh, see. Let's see. It's runtime. Let's see the scene. Hey, hello, Leto. Hey, you solid? Yeah, boy, Zach. Yeah, Richard. Um, tells me everything I need to know. He's a ninja, and there's rock and roll. Sorry, I closed my eyes a bit. People came in, laugh out loud. Let's see. Sounds like an 80s film. Yep. Roast season completed. Wow. So low latency in my country. Or low latency in my country. Evening, Leto. If you need to sleep, Leto, we'll miss you. Nah, I'm awake. How about Leto? Yeah, Leto is joining us for the full stream tonight because he doesn't have to go to work tonight. He's got the night off, so it's just the Chinese food virus filling my stomach, making me sleepy. Laugh out loud. Where's that at Minecrafter boy? You don't have to answer, of course. Edo Enchanted. Oh, okay. Ha, Rice, Coma. I hear you. What up, everyone? It's ya boy Zach. Dave, I had a hit for you. Wedding cake. Good stuff. Let's see. It is good stuff. Hey, Anon. Sorry, Lavala missed you. No worries. The names people give, we laugh out loud. It's good if it's got a name. I think I had that about a month back. My seller made a big deal about it. Anyways, let's continue on with the article here. Yeah. So, what do you guys think of the idea of franchising Ninja? By the way, because I know I asked that. None of you had answered that yet. Franchising a rock and roll ninja. What do you guys think of that? Names are crazy. I have called Wilson Zero. Laugh out loud. WTF is that? Okay, so let's see. Good to see. I Shannon and I was talking about that. Some strains are better than others, so it's good to know I'm in love with Gorilla Glue. Oh yeah, back to the old Gorilla Glue stuff. Ninjas gotta fund their ninjaing. Interesting way of saying that. Let's see. It's stanky, laugh out loud. Franchise ninja sounds like a strain of weed. I don't know much about rock and roll ninjas. I know a lot about the slice you up kind. Uh, Man, speaking of gig, did you see the girl put the gorilla glue in her hair? Yeah, yeah. Actually, I think that's one of the things. That's I think one of the first things Flash covered on Saturday was that. Anyways, let's get back to the article here. Probably should hurry along a bit since. Okay, the book will be 100 pages long. It is currently able to be backed on Indiegogo. Number 4, War Party. I'm gonna go through these a little because I know we're probably getting a little long on time here. Hour and 17. So, um, who knows? Dragon Sound from Riff Rack's Miami Connection. Anon. Ha! Go, go, go. Oh no, really? Oh yeah, back go. Let's see. She has a literal helmet head now. Sorry, I have to go to my classroom. Your stream is cool. Well, thank you, Minecrafter boy. Hopefully, you'll be back with us soon. You're always welcome. So, have a good day and learn Minecrafter. Um, she's hired a lawyer. The glue girl. Thanks for stopping in, Minecrafter. Yep, that poor lawyer. uh, they got they got to go fund me for medical people falling upwards, man, failing upwards. To claim that there should be a notice on the label, not to put it in. Okay. Uh, so now we got to protect you from their own stupidity. That's a rich one. Let's see. Against the ninja, the stupid granny spilled hot coffee in her lap got $2 million from McDonald's and changed American law forever as far as labeling pro- labeling products for dumbasses. uh, you're not even supposed to get Gorilla Glue on your skin. Yeah. Laugh out loud, Dave. That show was the worst. Wait. She's suing. You know what? Of course she is. Ugh. How many would the population thin if horny labels weren't a thing anymore? Right hand on. True. That's why coffee houses serve frappuccinos. Well, think of it like this: could you? I mean, this lady was kind of dumb enough to put the gorilla glue in her hair. Can you imagine her trying to eat it as well? That'd really be something. Less side. So of course she is less side. He will been within. They use that Friend song in Miami Connection in the Far Cry Blood Dragon expansion. Ha 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 ha. All right. So, anyways, back to the article here. Hold on. I gotta go off camera for another sec. Yeah, sorry, guys. All right, I'm back. So let's get back to the article here. Let's see here. Let's see. War Party is what this one's called. Wow, look at that wolf. Look at that wolf right there, man. War Party is created by Justin Murphy with Jay Brown on colors. Here's the official description. After their families are killed during the French and Indian War, and the surviving child is captured, a group of colonial fighters organize a rescue. When they receive shape shifting powers from an ancient tribe, wolf, bear, eagle, jaguar, and gator all team up in an unlikely alliance against the French and the British and their native allies. War Party is a fantasy adventure tale set in a brutal historical period. There's some artwork from that stuff. War Party contains 6 full comic books for a combined 140 pages. It can currently be backed on Indiegogo. Number 5, Shadow Century. Shadow Century. Looks like a bit of a sci-fi, possibly. Shadow Century is created by Eric Ninaltowski with colors by Kid Icarus and Carbon Graphics. Here's the official description. Shadow Sentry is an X-Men meets the Matrix superhero team book that is classic good versus evil with a supernatural twist. What if you had a near-death experience, but when you returned from the other side, you brought back a piece of eternity with you? Part of the unseen, the supernatural. You awoke to find you had paranormal abilities and were able to break the laws that govern the world around you. Dive into the midst of a war of biblical proportions, the highborn soldiers of heaven, fighting to keep the world safe from a new breed of evil, the hellborn agents of darkness, bent on plunging the world into eternal oblivion. But what happens? They are faced with a crossbreed hybrid of Hellborn and Highborn. Will he be the one to save the world, or will he lead the war against it? Crack. Shadow Sentry will be 54 pages fully colored. This book can be currently backed on Indiegogo. What book are you backing What have you been reading that's good? Well, do you guys have any answers to that? You guys have any answers to that question? I think one of the ha 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 ha. Let's see. At Dave Martin. No way. I played Blood Dragon twice because it was so fun and easy and quick. But I didn't know Riff Racks. Then I'll have to play again. Laugh out loud. Good thing she wasn't having intercourse and ran out of lube. uh, friends forever will be together. Friends together will always win. Michael Bean was so good as Rex Colt. What was that his name? I think Rex Power or something. Oh my God, you guys! I found my dad. Hey, I'm gonna have to watch that again after this. Oh, but Rakeda stream choices, choices, and Rakeda's doing I guess the filing that the Trump lawyers did about the impeachment. So laugh out loud. Two windows. I'm gonna have to watch the live version now. I'm dying. um, pinching the dude's nose with his toes was one of the most disturbing things ever. Do you see here? Laugh out loud, Dave. Do you need mouth? Oh God. Laugh out loud. He needs some sour diesel start stat. Maybe OG Kush. Ha ha ha. The one video. He needs some milk. Um, it was me. Bat. I was thinking the other day. I haven't seen a hydro strain around in forever. Sorry, I'm dead over here. Ew, books. I'm playing Kingdom Rush on Switch right now. Bubblegum. What kind of fall under what kinds fall under hydro? Get the defibrillators. Laugh out loud at Leto Max Enjoys channel. I should show you the item I made for someone. I put the guy's last name on it to get this. It's a peg box snap. I'm retired, no CPR. Um, Ed like a weirder, like a wiener, um, with the last name Horny. Oh boy, on the side of it, laugh out loud, and it looks like a pocket pussy. Okay, okay. You guys are really having a swell time, aren't you? Um, hydroponically grown, roots in water, no soil. Kyle Rex Power, Colt Reese. A little late with the response toys, laugh out loud. Yeah, I'll be at Ricada's, but most likely sleep through most of it. I think that's a Northern Cal specialty. I know my buddy gets his from somewhere in Cali. Hope it's Northern. Okay, so we're just about caught up on the chats here. Let's see, cool. I'll bet it's that Berkeley old school stuff. Laugh out loud, solid. Just saw your comment. That's good. Blowing Dro was all the rappers' lines back in the day. Um, Damn toys, laugh out loud. Okay, I recovered from my laughing fits. We're good. Stand down, people. Okay, so with all that being said, let me just set up for the next story. Actually, before we see now. Now, before I get to this story, of course, there was one other thing I want to talk about in terms of anime. Of course, Toonami will be doing another change this Saturday night. As Black Clover return, Sword on Online Alicization just finished up the other night. So Black Clover is returning to the Toonami lineup this Saturday. So the new schedule for Toonami will be as follows for those who watch Toonami, if you do at all. At midnight, Dragon Ball Super, reruns of Dragon Ball Super. At 12:30, the last season of Attack on Titan, the last of the dub season of Attack on Titan. Then at 1 a.m., Assassination Classroom moves up an hour from its 2 a.m. spot to 1 a.m., followed by Fire Force at 1:30. Then at 2, that's where they're sticking Black Clover. Black Clover now going to be on at 2 a.m. Saturday night, Sunday morning. Followed at 2:30 by SSS Gridman. 3 o'clock, Naruto Shippuden. And then 3:30, the reruns of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. So that's the Toonami lineup starting this Saturday, which again is Dragon Ball Super at midnight, followed by Attack on Titan at 12:30, Assassination Classroom on at 1:30, Fire Force 2 a.m. Black Clover returns to the Toonami lineup. 2:30 SSS Gridman. At 3 Naruto Shippuden, and then Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba at 3:30. And I see you guys have had a number of comments here, so let's kind of get caught up on those. Let's see. I know my buddy. Okay, yeah, we already saw some of that. Okay. And we just saw that. Okay. Michael Bean is an underrated actor. If I remember correctly, he was also in the 90s series of Magnificent Seven, too. The star of that series. If I remember correctly. That Batgoat, if you want to see a terrible movie, check out Black Cobra. Is it a Riff Rax? or just bad good. Um, I'm in the Spade Kingdom arc, uh, or whatever it is. Low budget action schlock with a Fugan huge explosion at the end. Michael Bay explosions. See, not riff racks as far as I know, but right up that alley. It's if it's not on Prime, I'll look for it. Kind of explosion that makes you wonder if the local government really gave them permission. It's free on YouTube. About filmed in Mexico, paid off cops. I can't watch movies on YouTube. Has to be TV for me. Okay. Um, I guess I could open a YouTube app on my TV. Laugh out loud. Bloom, Richard Epcar, and Wendy Lee all have extreme TDS. Don't know about Melissa Fawn though. Oh yeah, I'm aware that they have TDS solid. So does Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but Mary McGlynn and Steve Bloom are a couple. MovieMail.com is what I watch stuff on my PC. That go all my movies are on Blu-ray disc. Well, movies and such. All right. So anyway, so now I've already mentioned the tsunami stuff. So now we're gonna move on to okay, and you guys are still pretty lively. Well, movies and such. Let's see. It's what I mean. I don't like watching movies on laptop. I like laying on couch. As a fat old Gen X is won't want to do. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, so this next article from CBR here. Boruto, five ninja who would be perfect as the next Hokage besides Sasuke. With Naruto poised to die in the Boruto manga, here are some key shinobi well suited to take over as Hokage, other than the obvious choice, Sasuke. Wanting the following. Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't. I didn't. I should have I should have looked into that. Make sure that wasn't really a spoiler. But but they're saying this is spoilers, so I won't do that one. So um, all right. So that one's got spoilers in it. Michael. They wanted to cancel Karen Strassman because she supported Trump. Now that's something I didn't hear. I didn't hear anything about that, but yeah. Well, I mean, look, they've been trying. Yeah, I mean, you have Karen Strassman who supported Trump. I don't know who else supported Trump, but there were a few others who like weren't on the same level as him. Like, but I hear you back go. Why buy a big TV and watch movies on a handheld? Um, can you stream the TV from your laptop? So true. Yeah, you could screen save um, many modern TVs. Spoil me, baby. I'm using Xbox because Roku Shat the bed. It has YouTube on apps. Clownfish TV made a video on it. Okay. TDS said the man's not even president anymore. Well, because the thing is, their wet dream is that okay. I'll put it this way: all of the Trump haters, their wet dream is that 17 Republicans actually come over and help the Democrats convict Trump so he can never run for president again. That's why they're going through this, even though it's basically unconstitutional. Okay, um, which is not going to fly because you've already had like 45 of the Republicans pretty much say that the process is unconstitutional. They're probably more than likely not even convict him. Okay, because for a conviction on an impeachment, you need 2/3. So they need basically 17 Republicans to come over. That doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Xbox has nothing for streams and other mess like less than 12 years ago. I just checked 2 months ago when Roku went tits up and was pleased to see Microsoft added all the good services. They call it Trumpism so they can attack us, sad evil people. Very unconstitutional, which means nothing to the lefties. He's a scapegoat for all their problems. Easier to blame than take responsibility. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, anyways, let me see. Yeah, so give me a moment, guys. I do have one more piece of news, main news to go through. As soon as I can pull it up here. Okay, so as I mentioned at the start of the show tonight, I'm going to see. I mentioned at the start of the show tonight, a former WCW World Tag Team Champion and former WWF superstar passed away over the weekend. He passed away on Friday. Butch Reed. Some of you may remember him from his time from 86 to 88 in the WWF as a natural Butch Reed under the management of Slick. Some of you may remember him as one half of the tag team Doom with Ron Simmons, having won the WCW World Tag Team Championships under Teddy Long. He passed away on Friday. According to the information here, it was believed due to complications after he suffered 2 heart attacks in January. In January of this year. Albeit some relatives have attributed his death to COVID-19, which he tested positive for on January 12th. But yeah, Butch Reed passed away at the age of 66 this past Friday. Most notably, of course, known for his time in the WWF as the Natural Butch Reed, under the management of Slick, and also for his time in WCW from 89 to 92 as one half of the tag team of Doom with Ron Simmons originally under the management of Woman under Mask, and then Teddy Long got a hold of their contract, took the mask off, and they won the WCW World Tag Team Championships. So let's see what you. They want to rewrite the Constitution. Can you be any more of a dull creature? Rent free, he's putting up shopping malls, mines. Meanwhile, Biden is doing exactly what we said he would: higher taxes, fewer jobs, open borders, restarting the war machine in the East. The list is extensive. And yet, apparently, a bunch of idiots voted for him. But, anyways, sorry, I shouldn't get so political, Mike. Yeah, we try to keep that to a minimum here, Dave. I know um, sometimes we can, but then considering the way our society is right now, the culture wars and the politics of our world right now are so intertwined. It's kind of hard sometimes not to. Men and women's sports, woohoo, woman's power. Uh, Very impressive how quickly he went to illegal executive orders. Just delusional. Yeah. Okay, but okay, guys, did you even hear what I mentioned about Butch Reed? I know everybody's been on the TDS and all that, but damn, no, he died of heart failure. They are so delusional. Yeah, I mean, yeah. What do I know? I'm just a dude that collected a paycheck for a career in. I'm just a dude who collected a paycheck for a career in medicine that spanned a quarter century. Not going to lie, that's what I was thinking. That yeah, rest in peace. But almost no one died of COVID. They died with COVID and of other things. Yeah. Well, okay. The reason that they're trying to play that up is because it's like they basically want to get everybody scared. They want everybody scared and submissive and wearing masks and staying home and cowering in their closets and all that. But anyways, let's talk about Butch Reed. Pretty much anyone in medicine that is honest knows what is going on. Only stupid CNN watchers believe this crap anymore. Exactly, Dave. Yeah. So okay. So, anyways, yeah. So Butch Reed passed away on Friday at the age of 66. Former WCW World Tag Team Champion, former superstar in the WWF, under the management of Slick. Um, prior to that, prior to that, he had a bit. He was a big name in Big South, having feuded, I believe, with I recall having feuded with Dick Slater and that's how Jim Duggan over the Mid South. And let me just read it off to you. So, uh, um, so from 1983 to 1986, he was, of course, a big star in Mid South wrestling. Reed established himself as a force to be reckoned with while competing in Bill Watts Mid South Wrestling from 1983 through early 1986. In Mid South, he was known as Hacksaw Butch Reed. and came into the territory as a tag team partner for the main face in the territory of the Junkyard Dog. Reed immediately came face to face with Hacksaw Jim Duggan over the Hacksaw nickname. Now, back in Mid South, at this point in Jim Duggan's career, I believe, he was a heel as opposed to being a face. So he wasn't the American waving face that we saw in the WWF. He was, I think, a tough guy heel. I think aligned with the heel group known as. In fact, it says here, back in 1983, Duggan was part of the heel group, the Rat Pack, along with Ted DiBiase and Matt Bourne. In case you guys don't know, Matt Bourne is okay. So Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. Matt Bourne was the first guy who played Doink, and used every dirty trick, dirty move he could think of to beat Reed. He and Duggan feuded over the Hacksaw name till Duggan turned face. This resulted in Reed's heel turn when Duggan was picked to be Junkyard Dog's tag team partner over Reed. Reed appeared on TV stating that Butch Reed is going to start looking out for Butch Reed, which prompted the Junkyard Dog, JYD, to join him in the ring. After arguing back and forth, Reed attacked JYD and was soon joined in the attack by Ted DiBiase. On July 16, 1983, Reed won the Mid-South North American Heavyweight Championship and turned back JYD's champ. So this led to a feud with JYD. And of course, at that time in Mid-South, Bill Watts was very big on promoting black wrestlers, probably more than a number of other promoters in the country at the time. Butch Reed, he was turning into a big star. Junkyard Dog was a big star at the time. So, hey, Crow. Let's see. Did we have a family to survive him? Did he? Yes, he did. I believe so. Hi, Mike. Streaming right now. Hope you're doing well, sir. Hey, Crow. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. Yeah, we've been talking. Right now, we're talking about Butch Reed, the former WCW World Tag Team Champion, former WWF superstar who passed away over the weekend. We went over some interesting articles earlier. Some comics and anime stuff. Well, not as much anime. I just had more of sup. And we have a guy named Bobby Fat here. Hello, Baba Fat. Bubba Fat. Welcome to the stream. Crow. Crow, go back to your stream, FFS. Hey, Crow. Howdy, Bubba. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming in. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Have it out, Bubba. Bubba, welcome. Hi, Crow. That Crow. I've seen you in Toy Bounty Hunter streams. Wow, that was cool. I'm glad Crow stopped by to say hi. Glad he came by. Yeah, I guess he's streaming right now as well. I may have to go check out, see what he's I had to go and check out what he's saying. Excuse me for a moment, guys. I got to go off camera again. Sorry. All right, I'm back now. So yeah, so let's see. I always just miss TBH streams. I don't get notified. It's dumb. Yeah, well, he just started streaming again too, just recently. Streamed a couple of times in the last month. So let's see. Well, let's see now. Man, we got everything. Let's see. Mike, we need to get you some fancy handkerchiefs. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it gets annoying sometimes. Like right now, what I've been dealing with tonight is like that. Sometimes it slowly drips out, and it's like, it itches your nose, and it's like crazy. Um, if you don't have TDS, Susan doesn't turn on the good algorithm, and that's why we gotta, that Dave Marks. SS Sniper Wolf is going to become your idol now. Laugh out loud. Um, doesn't. Sniper Wolf can target me any day. Yeah. So, anyways, so yeah. So as I was saying though, with what I was just saying with about Butch Reed, he passed away at the age of 66 from complications of two heart attacks. The former WCW World Tag Team Champion and WWF superstar. So with that, um, I know we're just coming up on the 2 hour mark, so now we gotta hurry on through here. At the Dave Mark, I'd prefer to get targeted by Quiet. The Sniper Wolf skin for Quiet and MGS was, and then whatever. Yeah, Quiet, nice. All right, guys. Well, before we go, we have one last bit of thing to do, of course. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? Guess we'll start to wrap up. We're almost at the 2 hour mark, so probably just go over slightly 2 hours tonight, just due to the fact that we really had some lively conversation going on tonight. But as I will ask again, are you guys ready for this day in each history? Let's see. Stephanie Justin is a lovely lass. Her whistling used to get stuck in my head. Um, I saw Simmons and Reed wrestle as Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard in Greensboro. And Reed's team was called. Yeah, that's right. You're right, Woody. Doom. They were originally brought in under mask by women to go after the Steiner brothers, and then after really going down on the tag team card, they eventually were they took off the mask, went under the management of Teddy Long, and then beat the Steiners for the WCW World Tag Team Championships. So, Nietzsche time, history, Nietzsche it up, silence, chant. The Nietzsche King is about to speak. Um, we want a little political. We went a little political. Sorry, Mike. That's okay. Every once in a while, it's okay. But again, I try not to get. I try not to let that get too out of hand, just simply because want to have a fun time here. We don't need. You guys remember what happened? What, about a month or so ago when we did go off kilter there? So, hey, Mark. Kojima kicked her to the curb, just like David Hayter. Sure, hit us up with an each. Okay, yeah, he got some Hollywood connections and abandoned those who helped him. I didn't appreciate that. Okay, so anyways, we're about to wrap up here. Let me just do a quick review here. 2016 and 1996. Okay, so without no further ado, let's take a look back at this day All right. Okay. Well, let's see. Dave Martin. Stephanie Justin is way better than Leah Sado, or however supposed to say her name. Okay. So, anyways, well, guys, today being Monday, February the 8th, 2021, let's take a look back on this day in Nietzsche history. Our first stop is going to take us back 75 years ago today. On this date, 75 years ago today, David McKay Publications, the company we know of as the company that published King Comics earlier on this date in 1946, 75 years ago today, they put out on newsstands the 80th issue of Magic Comics. Magic Comics number 80 from David McKay Publishing went on sale on this date 75 years ago today in 1946. It cost 10 cents. It was a 32-page comic. So on this date 75 years ago today, Magic Comics number 80 from David McKay Publications went on sale on this date in 1946. But I also want to say that the Doom versus Horseman match was one of the best I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean you had some very good athletes involved in that, and I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset. Mike basically got Sado right, but couldn't get Qui Gon Jinn. Um, just kidding. That day, Martin. Quiet was in no way Fargile. Laugh out loud. Okay, so anyways, moving on to the next piece in each history as we move ahead in time a bit here. So again, back 75 years ago today. Um, okay, so back 75 years ago today, Magic Comics number 80 went on sale. So now to our next piece of history here. On this date in 1996, which was 25 years ago today, the clutter segment of Eek Extravaganza's fourth season came to an end on this date 25 years ago today. So on this date 25 years ago today in 1996, the clutter segment from Eek Extravaganza on Fox Kids came to an end. So here we go there. That was supposed to be Fragile. Is that Dagwood Burnstead? Don't think so. But and now to the final piece of Nietzsche history. On this date in 2016, 5 years ago today, the WWE hosted its Monday Night Raw event from the Key Arena in Seattle, Washington. This was the night where Daniel Bryan had retired for 2 years. So he announced his retirement on this date in 2016. Also on the card, aside from Daniel Bryan's retirement announcement, which came back 2 years later, in the main event of the night saw the Usos teaming up with the Dudley Boys to defeat the New Day and Mark Henry in a 4-on-4 tag team table match. You saw Tamina Snuka defeat Becky Lynch. The League of Nations members Alberto Del Rio and Rusev defeated the Lucha Dragons. of Sin Cara and Kalisto. Bray Wyatt defeated Ryback. Charlotte beat Alicia Fox, and Dolph Ziggler opened the night with a victory over Kevin Owens. So that's all that happened on this date in Neat's history, guys. Um, okay. That was supposed to be okay. I saw that. Eek the cat. Yeah, I think it was part of Eek Extravaganza, that one clutter segment. Norbert and Daggett, the Soggy Bottom Boys. All right. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys again for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the likes and appreciate all the likes and the shares. It looks like we got some new people. I got a new subscriber, so yippee! So hopefully they'll be back more often. We can get some more people in here. Get people coming to see the show all the way through, to where they can get all the information, not just catch bits and pieces of it. Thanks for your patience, Mike. No problem. Patience is a virtue worth practicing, my friend, for all of us, right? You know, but anyways, all right, guys. Well, I will see you tomorrow night. I hope you have a good night, and I will see you later. Bye.